another Roblox video. This time is a guide in Mines Fall Survival. Um, so this one is for beginners because there seems to be a lot more. I have like 28,000 power. Clearly that's not enough to get through the story. If you click the bottom storyline, it just tells you what to do. I haven't got far enough to know that what other stuff I get, but I'd say starting out, just get through the story. You can like farm up the stages. Sorry, not stages. Farm up the, I guess, areas you could call them. So we go in here. There's all this training stuff. It's also out here. So this machine is the body enhancement. You need a certain amount of points to increase your cap. It goes up like 3 every time, and it goes up 2 for the AP. This is the weapon machine. So if I can print some weapons, right? Every time you print it, it increases. I didn't realize it. Yeah, every time each weapon, melee, range, whatever, has their own rarity. For the range, there's going to be the weapons, the bullets, the range limit, how fast it reloads, which is like the bullet icon with the circle. The bullet is the magazine. The attack power is the top right by the gun. And you see this says new star +1 and +2 attack power. More than often dives, the higher AP is going to be better. Depends what you need. So if I craft another, that turned into a +2 or 1. This is another weapon that's a +4. It gives me 5 hit health points. However, I think at some point until you get like a rare weapon really, really high, it's not going to be that strong, right? They also have, some have abilities like this has block damage, which means I'll get to that type of stuff after. But yeah, I craft a few of these, right? They keep saying +1. They have ability. Most of them have abilities. Some of them... Oh, I got another one! Dude, yes! Upgrade! Oh, that's so nice. Okay, so yeah, every time you get one of these, you need, like, weapon stuff, whatever this is called. I will check it after this. So, grains, not the best, but starting out, if you have nothing else good. So I go to my inventory. I go up here, primary weapons, right? There are actually roles in this. There's DPS, healer, and tank, or defender, whatever. The healer will have a healing gun like this, right? I haven't found the purple healing weapon. You start out with 3 rares. So, like, I think it's this, that, shield, the Lawkeeper, and the Uzi. But yeah, you unlock these from just by chance, pretty much. Like, they have their own... There's a few different elements. There's electric shock. There's ignition. I think I'm saying it right. And there is just DPS. So there's electric, there's fire, and there's freezing. Recommend to just use whatever gun you like. Now that I think about it, that, like, what is that? It's like the icon, the top left below the gun. I think it's like the crit damage, or yeah, it's something like that, because I compared it with the gun, with this gun, which only has 42, and it does about 3,000-ish, right? This rocket launcher, whoops, is supposed to do 6,000, but it can hit even higher. So I do believe that that is a crit damage. If you guys, if anybody knows what it actually is, or if I am right, let me know in the comments. So anyway, I think guns at certain ones have different stuff. Like there's health, there's crit rating, so how often it'll crit. Just abilities. Then there is what stat that it uses. Like this uses strength. This uses focus. This uses agility. There's only like gonna be 3 stats for these. The healing gun doesn't need a stat because it's a healing weapon. Obviously, it shoots. The better the rarity, and possibly the health points, it might increase how much it heals. Actually, no, right there. It's the heart with the plus icon. That I think, because this is 5% of your health, I believe. This is way stronger. So yeah, a high rarity, it may increase that, but I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, there's melee weapons, so they have ammo for some reason, like, and then you have to recharge them. There's certain abilities like shield break you would want for if you're doing certain content that enemies have a lot of shields. Use that. Melee is not recommended, like, unless you're tanky, you have a healer and a DPS, stuff like that. I'd say, yeah, like, things like heavy strike are good. Poison, there's status effects like that. Okay, no. Some of them give you a shield like this, which is good. Like, you just have to, like, get lucky enough to get RNG of a good weapon. And this is the actual melee. It can attack as many times as long as you're close to the enemies. They have their own elements, abilities, so on. Electric shock. I think electric is kind of like a dot also. I used it on an enemy, and it also looked like, depending on the weapon, it might just do a AoE or something. But yeah, you also get a drone eventually through the story, which it heals you. You'll unlock this one from story, or you could just buy one of these with Robux. Healing ability. This one, however, is a DPS drone, so if you don't need heals, yeah, it's probably better. This is just for healing people. You can also get armor to give you some passive stuff. So the classes, I'll talk about the classes now. You go here when you unlock it, which is not too long in the story. Default, it just means DPS. This is healer, this is defender. So if I click that, there's a new one of these now, actually. The Chili Morgue. And there's an event going on. I should have talked about that first, but I guess I can now. Limited time, you can get twice as much. Like, this is another way to get, like, the weapon stuff. It only takes you, like, what? About a minute? It's probably the best way to get. There's another way, but it's not as reliable and easy as this. So, co-op encounters, best thing to do. If you click on a different difficulty, you can see I unlocked these because I think you have to beat the previous one. But if it doesn't show white on your power, I don't recommend it. If you have a team that's stronger, yeah, it's perfect because they can help you get through it. Also, click this question mark. You have a 50-50 to get one of the boxes. Now, if I go to this, it goes up, and I have a 10% for a legendary, which means I believe 2 epics and between an epic weapon and I believe it's if I go over here, you can have 4 opening at once, so it's worth it to make sure that you have these crates being opened. They give you a random. Either you could get a bunch of stuff for weapons or a weapon at these rarities, and this is an ability. This one is from the first place. This box is from the new Chili Morgue, so it's a weapon. And it isn't exclusive, but they're just saying that because it's like a weapon you can only get from the box, right? Freezing, it's a scythe and it does a lot of damage. You can see all the weapons and things that you can get. So yeah, there's a lot of them. Like, it says you have an equal chance to get any one of those. So just because it says 3 or whatever % doesn't mean you won't get it. It's just an equal chance. So yeah, that is how you get those. You would want them going, trying to make sure you have the purples. I would recommend just doing the easy, difficult, normal every time. Until you can do the harder difficulties, maybe get a legendary, which my guess is it'll probably take 4 or even more hours to open, which is fine. You're not going to be on it that much, you know. Chili Morgue, this is the new one. So this actually, because it's a bit tougher, I think it's a bit tougher. Okay, well, I guess not. But it is a little bit different. And if you want some variety in your co-op encounter, it's a nice, different thing. They did add that, so it's new. The other way, I was saying, you could get weapon... what are they called? You can get yourself a weapon... advanced equipment prints. I just gonna and the normal equipment print coins, whatever. This stuff also to use to make the weapons, pretty much. So this is the other way to do it. The sewers, right? You can exit anytime, so you don't gotta worry. Why does it keep auto-equipping my armor, bro? As you can see, I'm at 41, and these guys are really tough. You could use Shield Breaker on these guys, but to be honest, my rocket shreds their health so much. All I need to use is my rocket, because it does a ton of damage. So, these guys are being really tough. The armor, pretty much, I think you can unlock more, but I haven't gotten too far. This is just, okay, so if I claim my chest, right, grab it, I get a certain amount for the weapons. This is not reliable to do because it's really slow and you have to be really strong for this. So yeah, that's one way, and if you get above the floor you reached previously, you'll get the advanced ones. I'm sure at some point there will be... I'll probably make another video of how to get that stuff. Oh wait, I think I remember how to get those. I believe if I go here, right, there's a rank. I don't know why, what the point. Okay, no, this is a way to get body enhancements. Apparently you can do 3 times a day. So yeah, you want to try to... I don't know what the point of hitting a bunch of them does. It doesn't feel like it does something, I know. I think the more you hit, it's really slow to get to them, though. That's the problem. I believe the more you hit, the better reward you will obtain, you know? So, taking the speed boost, probably not the best idea, but the ramps are good. Yeah, so it also looks like you have a time limit to reach the edge, so You might want to take the speed boosts, actually, like... I don't know how much... Yeah, it looks like you want to take those, actually. Yeah, because if you don't complete it, you still get a reward. I think it's just the time limit. That's one way to get the enhancements, but I'll tell you what, it's kind of slow. If you want to do it, you can, but it's not the best one. Why does it keep on equipping my armor? Stop it, game. There's a problem with my Frostwalker. I think I have to leave the game and rejoin. There's a way to get XP for the armor, but I'm not sure yet. Let me see, what did I talk about? Of course, did I show? Yeah, the printing the weapons. Printing weapons, easy enough. Just go here, do that. Okay, the other thing. Yeah, to pretty much get stronger, the basic stuff in this game, you need those, you know, the points. And you can see what these do. This is strength is for your physical weapons. This is for agility. So agility weapons. This is for firearms. This is for your health. And this is just for your damage. So to farm that, it's actually really easy. And then after that, you can either choose to train on these. At some point, like, I'm so high level, if I sit on this, you see how slow that goes up, right? It went up like maybe 10 times faster when I was a lower level. So I figured out, let me get off this. That takes 20 years, right? If you want to speed it up, you go over here, right? You see my strength is 62. If I click this, it will level it up for free. Not free, but it costs stuff. Now I leveled up a few times on everything, and I didn't have to do anything but farm. So if you'd rather do something and get it, when it's really easy, like this goes up super fast, yes. Once it hits the cap of slowing down significantly, I would recommend just going around and fighting the areas for that stuff. Because it's really easy to get. Just make sure you're strong enough to do the harder difficulties and stuff. Also, yeah, if you look in the sky, you see all the purple lights, right? The beams. Those are pretty much the areas you can go to get certain, I guess, just the serums and the enhancement stuff. Each of them, depending on when you unlocked it in the story, is going to be, is it better to farm this one because it's easy and quick, or is it better to farm a tougher one that gives a lot more? At that point, I would go for the one that requires you to farm, and it gives you a ton more, like, and you can still kill them like almost one shot. If not, it's not worth it. So far, the supermarket, that one is by far the most, but it's also the toughest one. It is also the longest one, I should say. Not the toughest. There's tougher ones than that. There's also this. So once you unlock the bike area, it's actually the other way to get stuff for weapons, right? Like, you can farm the weapons and body enhancement things at the same time. It's not as fast as doing the areas. But if you want weapons too, this is a good thing to do. It might take you 5 minutes depending on your strength or more. And these, they also give you some tiny amounts of enhancements. Not worth it. It's only if you want like those chests for the weapons and such. Okay, and the one stat, this thing is only out here. You can train it if you want. Uh, it is better to just farm it. It depends. Do you need more strength because it's tougher for you? I'd say at least get a decent rare to an epic weapon. If you get better than that, fantastic. You will not struggle as much as some people that have to actually train, do a lot more grinding. Um, okay, let's see. What was the? I think that. Yeah. Okay. So the last thing. You also do get the armor. I forgot to mention the armor from this. I got these two of them for doing it. But if I go over here, so far the best and the easiest one. Also pay attention to this color. Pretty much tells you if the area is really tough or gonna be not. If it's white, it's so easy for you. If it is like a straight up yellow, it's, as you can see, they're kind of hard to kill without my rocket, but they're not actually that tough, right? So yellow just means it's gonna be more difficult. So it's just like go in, test it. If the zombies don't die too fast, it's better to just leave, right? Sup, bro? But yeah, like you can see, all you do is you pick up the items, you run around. You also get the serums and a ton of the enhancements. Well, they're not enhancements, but look, if you go out here, whatever button you push to go to your, I guess there's a button you can push to open up your enhancement page. So I pushed that, right? And you see the over at the left, I got 1,200, 1,100 at the minimum. And I do that like 2 more times, 3, and that took me what, like 30 seconds? Maybe more? The pharmacy is by far the easiest for starting out, but I would recommend lower difficulties if you can't. That's the supermarket. That is harder to do. Hold up. I think when I played this before, I saw something back here. Like, let's find out if it's actually still there. There was like a crate I found. But it looks like it might be a one-time gatherable thing. So, yep, that's something to keep in mind. Got it. So yeah, always go in and test if the zone is tougher. If it's tougher, you know it'll probably be worth it, but I can't do insane on this. I can, but it would take forever. I would just do like whatever's yellow for now. I'd say recommend like 50 or plus stats, along with having a high level weapon like a purple legendary or a really high plus blue weapon, right? So those are the heads. As you can see, I got a ton from that. And you also get the purple stuff. I can go ahead and increase the stat level again. So that just gives you a whole level, like straight up. Very nice. It makes trying to level them up manually a lot better. Also, there was a boss. Like, you go back that direction. You have to have plenty of health. If you don't, you're not even going to make it past. Because the toxic air or whatever will kill you before you make it past it. I guess I could show that. So, killing these guys, there's no point in killing them. They're just there for, like, whatever reason. That police station is also really tough. I don't recommend it until you're, like, maybe 80 or 100 in your stats. Also, yeah, you can see I'm walking really slow. So here's the boss area once you unlock it. The boss, it's not bad. The mechanics are good. I can only do easy. normal. Um, so if you don't want spoilers, though, do not watch this part. I will say that right now. If you don't care about it. But yeah, if you do not, and you're wondering what to do, how to get stronger, I do hope this video helps you. And let me know your thoughts in the comments about any other stuff. So, this guy on normal is not too bad. I can literally beat him in like around 30 seconds. He does have mechanics. I think that's really cool. Also, that white health bar is pretty much a shield. But it's a shield based off you have to hit it so many times before it breaks. So I have to do 50 points hits of damage to break it. It is not a shield. I already tested that with the chainsaw and it didn't work because my chainsaw is made for breaking shields. If they have a really giant shield, it might be different, you know? Like if it's like 1,000 points or something. Okay, so boss dead, right? As you can see, that's normal. I can only really do normal. I'd have to spend more time on hard with my healing gun in order to even be able to handle the damage that he deals to you. Recommend like I'd say about 50 or so stats for those type of difficulties. So if I run back, this is the last thing. Bro, my brain stopped working. What was? Oh yeah, the motorbike area. So I'll just show a little bit of it. It is a way to also get like the weapon parts, right? These are for getting weapons. This is like really the only other way to get them. Doing this sewers is so difficult. I don't recommend it, especially if you're starting out. Get strong enough to like go here and do this. Right? I go out, and you want to make sure you put the auto on. You see the bottom right, the square, or sorry, the play icon. Just go that. You pretty much are looking for places like this because it's the only places you can actually go and find materials. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, these places, you just do the auto bath on your bike. And you can get, you have to kill all the zombies before you can get it, so there's no cheese in it. So you gotta grab this. It can be a weapon, but it's mostly the time just, you see those materials. Those are, if you go here, and running over zombies could get you some materials. Enhancements. These are for the weapons. They're just like, pretty much the same as the enhancement stuff in the areas. You just grab them, and they will give you junk pieces to convert into points, so to speak. I wish you could upgrade your bike. Like, it would be nice to have a bike battery upgrade or something. You only get like a few runs in before it's out. Just make sure it doesn't be weird when you're riding the bike. And it just makes you run in a circle, jumping over the frickin' bumps, whatever. Like, say something like a snow patch like these. If it does not go straight there, you gotta make sure you're not wasting fuel by it being stupid. But yeah, you do this, probably the only other way so far. starting out to get yourself weapon parts in case you just want to get yourself, you know, some better weapons. You're like, I don't have really good ones. Not recommended to do this until you hit, I'd say, minimum of 40 or so. I wouldn't say have less stats. Doing, as you can see, I do a lot, but only because I have legendaries if my stats are high. So yeah, I wouldn't do that at a higher level, or a lower level. So yeah, I'd say that's all the stuff. If I missed anything you want to see now, let me know. I will make that for you guys. I hope this helped and you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you have it. It's free. You can always change your mind later. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.